here. Okay. So let's begin in a comfortable seat. I'm comfortable, so I'm going to do the toe walk. And let's have our blocks just in front of us. We'll use those here. You know, maybe you want to start with your blocks on the side. This is would be something we haven't done often. You can bring the blocks up to the side and just have those hands supported on the blocks. And even that little bit, I feel it a little stretch in my the front of the elbows. Let's begin our time together, connecting to breath, our own breath, our own bodies. Let the shoulders rest. So it's as if those elbows are just kind of dangling from the shoulders, you're dangling them down, maybe like an ornament on a Christmas tree. Hands rest on the blocks or on the floor. Maybe notice the rise and fall of the chest. You know, as we breathe deeply, the lungs massage the heart. Maybe breathe in nice and deeply into the chest. That symbiotic relationship with the heart and the lungs. Now bringing our awareness of breath to the belly. Notice the expansion of the belly, the front and the back, and even the sides, guys. And now let's offer a 3-part breath to our practice this morning. And that 3-part breath is, imagine there's an elevator that starts at the base of the belly. And the low belly is that first floor, the solar plexus region, the low sternum is that 2nd floor, and the heart and the chest are the 3rd floor. And that elevator, as you breathe, just pauses, 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, and then exhale. And let that breath come down the body. And it's not a separate breath each time, it's just a pause, noticing those areas of the body with 1 breath in. So go ahead and do that at your own pace. This is our Dirgha Pranayama. And now at any time, come back to your natural breath. If your hands are on the blocks, maybe bring them to your knees. Bring your awareness inward, maybe to the heart, to that solar plexus, or maybe to the navel, but bringing that awareness in. And let's begin by chanting Om together a single time. Breathe in and out. Let's breathe in for Om. Let's pause here. Maybe the eyes closed for just a couple more breaths. Good. You can open the eyes if you want, or you can keep them closed and just move with your eyes closed as if moving through a dream. Let's bring the right foot to the floor, the left leg long in front of the body, and maybe cross that right foot over the left leg, or you can keep that right foot on the inside. Have that block handy. So bring that left hand towards the knee. And then we'll inhale and bring that right arm up to sky. And let's just start by turning that palm outward. And now turn the heart towards that thigh, flex the left foot, and then press that hand against, like as if you were pressing into a wall as you bring it down. So the palm is pressing back, back, back. And then maybe it comes to the block, and then press that hand into the block. Feel the rebound in the elbow. And just gently twisting into the right side of the body. Pressing into the block, maybe noticing the upper back, breathing in. And then on your next inhale, let's float that hand off the block. Bring the arm up, flip the palm towards kind of that foot, that left foot, and then bring the torso forward. Bring the right hand to the knee. Pull the shoulders up, back and down. And let's rock back and undo the foot across from the leg. Let that heel come to the floor. Bring the left heel to the floor. And then maybe slowly extend those legs long, lean back, shoulders up, back and down. Find our Navasana. We're going to go right into it, guys. Point and flex those feet. Inhale to lengthen the point, and then we exhale to flex the face. That's the vinyasa, that's the step-by-step. And then we'll slowly lower the right heel down with control, guys, as I'm moving through peanut butter. And then slowly lower that left heel down. Let's bring the torso up. Good. Whew. Exhale, let the right leg come along. Bring the hands to that left shin, that left knee, press it over the body or even in front of that leg. And then sit up nice and tall, adjust the sit bone. Move that block into proximity for that left hand. Pull the shoulders up, back and down, flex the right foot. Inhale, bring that left arm over the shoulder. Flip the palm out, and then turn the torso. And then as it's moving through water, that left hand pressing down as if it's resistance. And then press it onto that block. Gently twisting the torso here, okay? Yeah, nice, you guys. Maybe notice the space between the shoulder blades, the heart. One more breath. Now inhale to lift that hand off the block, up, up, up. And now turn that torso towards the right foot. The hand comes to the shin with control. Shoulders up, back and down. Uncross the foot heel to the ground. Yep. Put the palms out. Bring that right heel in. And now lean back. And let's extend those legs long. Find that nice spot for you. And now we're going to bring the palms together and then towards the heart. Let's keep the legs long where they are, kind of keep the hips where they are, and just turn the shoulders and the heart to the right and pause with those hands to the side. Exhale through the middle over to the left and pause, the palms towards the shoulder. The elbows twist the shoulders, but not the hips and the legs. Exhale through the middle to the right. And you could always lower heel down. And then over to the left. And now back to the middle. With control, as best we can, lower the heels one at a time or together to the earth. Inhale, lifting the shoulders over the hips. Exhale, sigh. Good, you guys. Maybe close the eyes, soften the gaze, soften the feet. Maybe notice the breath in three parts: the low belly, sternum, and chest. Slowing down with the breath. There we go. Exhale, lower those hands to the floor. Let them come behind you. Plant the left foot, bring your right foot up and bring that right heel on top of that left thigh. So this is our seated pigeon, okay? So walk the hands towards the hips, maybe the hips towards the heel if you want. We'll pause here. Breathing in and out. You can press that knee towards kind of the earth if you want. You can bring the torso more towards the shin. Any arrangement for this shape. Breathe in and out. Let's be here for 3 breaths, at least. Now breathe in. Now let's exhale, bring that right hand kind of behind us a little more, and then bring that left arm up, and then bring that left forearm or elbow towards that right knee, and kind of twist towards the right. Yeah, so it's a figure 4 seated twist. And if you press that left arm into the knee or that thigh, you'll feel in the upper back. One more breath. Now exhale to bring the chest forward and then kind of let go of the hand, the arm. Bring it up. Exhale, bring it down behind you. Walk the hands forward. Bring that right foot to the floor. Send those legs nice and long. Sweep the arms up to sky. Exhale, hands up in front of the heart space. And with control, let's hinge at the waist and slowly come forward. As if you didn't want to come forward, but you're going forward. So move really slowly, like glacial pace. And then come into your fold. You can let go of those hands resting on the knees or onto the shins. And pause here, Paschimottanasana. Flex the feet towards the face. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And our exhale is going to bring those hands along the legs, shoulders stacked over the hips. Shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the hands to the heart space or maybe in front of the body. Slide the right heel to the earth to kickstand, and then the left. And then we'll rest here in this expression of Navasana. Maybe you want to extend those legs long. So any expression of your boat pose. One more breath in. And then our exhale, slowly bring those heels to the earth if they're not there already. Bring the shoulders over the hips. And now bring those hands behind the hips. Lean back. And then we'll inhale to bring that left ankle on top of that right thigh. The right foot can come to the ground, and we'll come into our seated figure 4. And that's where you can adjust kind of the hips, the heel, the arms. And we'll pause here in our seated pigeon. And close the eyes and soften that inward gaze. Let's breathe in. Our next exhale, we can arrange that left hand so we have a kickstand behind us. And then we'll inhale to bring that right arm up to sky. And then we'll gently twist towards the left, bring the right forearm or elbow towards that the left knee. And come into our gentle pigeon twist, seated pigeon twist. One more breath in. Let's exhale to bring the chin forward and then bring the arm up and over. Yes, nice guys. Exhale, lower that foot down to the earth with control and then slide those legs nice and long. Bring the shoulders over the hips. Flex the feet towards the face. Inhale, draw the arms up to the sky. Let's exhale to hinge at the waist, hinging forward. Maybe bend those knees so the legs aren't straight, but the legs are long, and then cascade over. And as you hinge and bring the chest towards the thigh, maybe then you decide if you're going to straighten those legs. You can keep them bent. Maybe you slide those heels down more, and the legs are more straight. But maybe notice if there's a difference in the sensation in the body, if the knees are bent or not. You can even bring the hands to the feet and pull onto the feet. If you have a strap, you can pull the strap onto the feet. Breathe in. And then let's exhale to bring those shoulders over the hips. Legs come nice and long. Shoulders come back. Breathe in. And now let's exhale, bring hands over to one side. Let's bring them over to the right side of the body. Come on to the right side of the legs. Bring the right forearm to the earth. And then let's exhale to lift those hips into a side plank, side forearm. Left hand on the hip if you want, or the left hand in front of the body. And come onto the forearm if you can. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Bring that left arm up to sky. And then we'll exhale to lower down onto the side body. Bring the left hand down to the earth. Bring the right arm out in front of that shoulder. The left arm comes up to sky. Bend the knees. So the knees are in line with the hip. And then drop that left arm out to the side. And here we are in a seated twist. A reclined twist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And now exhale, bring the feet to the floor, bring the back to the earth. Hug the knees into the chest. Asanas. Hands on the shins. Maybe rock side to side. Breathe in and out. Now let's exhale to bring the feet to the floor. Let those feet come long. And now that left arm, allow it to come out like a T. And now roll over onto that left side. Bring that right hand up the kickstand in front of the chest. Come onto that forearm. And then this up into your forearm point. So that left arm is on the ground. Forearm. On the floor. Palm rests. Breathing in. Out. Now let's exhale to lower that left hip down. Bring the right hand in front of the chest at the kickstand. You can bend those knees now so the knees are in front of the hip. Then slide that left arm onto the floor. Bring that left shoulder to the floor. And then kind of roll onto the back. So we're in our reclined twist on the other side. Knees to the left. Arm up to the right, left arm to the left. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. And now let's exhale to bring that right arm across the body. Bring the right arm to the left side of the body. Come on to the left side. And then we're going to press up. Breathe in. Exhale, find your plank. Put the hands down, the feet down, and then we can rock back and forth on the feet. So moving the shoulders forward. Yep. Yeah, downward facing dog first if you want. Forward and back. Breath entering and exiting the body. Our awareness maybe on the heart space, the sternum or that low belly. Let's breathe in. And now let's exhale to lower down the knees. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Curl the toes under. And let's just sit back. Our Yogi Toe Stand. Our beloved Yogi Toe Stand. Hands in front of the heart. Feet or toes are curled. Sitting on the heels. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale to rock forward. Hands come to the earth. You bring the tops of the feet to the floor. And then we'll exhale back for downward facing dog. The first downward facing dog of the morning. For some of us. Let's direct our awareness to the hips. Or lift those sits bones high to the sky. And then directing our awareness to the low belly, the sternum, and the heart. And see if we can bring that 3-part breath into the shape, breathing into the belly, sternum, heart. Exhale. Inhale, belly, sternum, heart. Now inhale, look up at the hands. Let's exhale, step those feet forward. Pause in our Uttanasana. Bend those knees a lot or a little, and then slowly make your way up to stand. Let's meet in our mountain pose. Nice, guys, really nice. Maybe close the eyes and bring your awareness to your heart space. Bring your awareness to the belly. That's low sternum and heart. Inhale, bring those arms overhead. Let's exhale, folding forward, moving through a sun salutation, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Good, exhale, forward, fold Uttanasana. Let's inhale back, Halakasana. No rush to get there. Get there when you get there. Breathe in. Yeah, exhale, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3-part breath, maybe here. We're going to be here for a total of 5. Now inhale. Exhale, step those feet forward. We'll pause in that forward fold. Good, then bend the knees. Inhale to rise up to stand. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, back, Halakasana. Exhale to ground when you get there. Inhale. Our next exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, 5 breaths. One more breath in. On your exhale, begin to walk the feet forward or step them forward between the hands, and a big exhale as you let go when you arrive in your forward fold. Yeah, we'll inhale up to mountain. Hands over the heart. And pause. Let's sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward into Asana. Let's exhale to drop those sits bones and bring those arms in front of the body. Yeah, breathe in, shoulders up, back, and down. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, maybe interlace the fingers. Finding a clasp behind the back, breathe in. Now let's exhale into an Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, the arms towards the sky, maybe inhale. Exhale, really reach those hands away from the back to open across the chest, breathe in. Now let's exhale, lower those hands towards the low back. And then exhale, bend the knees, and then sweep those arms forward. Uttanasana, chair pose, breathe in. Exhale. Now let's exhale to bring the hands in front of the heart. And then we'll exhale to bring the arms out in front of the body. Now just slowly kind of bring those arms to the right, and then bring that left arm on the side of the leg like we did in our seated forward fold, right? And then open up to the sky into a twist. Or a twisted Uttanasana. And maybe notice those knees. See if they're side by side, so one's not kind of racing to the front of the mat. Twisted forward or twisted Utkatasana. And now exhale, bring that right hand to meet the left. Then bring those arms in front of the chest again. Utkatasana, breathe in. Now exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Well, let's inhale back to plank pose, Kalasana. Breathing in. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Maybe you bring the breath into 3 parts, pausing with awareness from the body. Now on your next exhale, bring your feet to the front of your mat. Maybe you tiptoe up, or maybe you step up, but meet your feet at the hands. Breathe in. Now exhale, drop those sits bones. Inhale, bring the arms up through the body. Exhale, Utkatasana. Nice, guys. Now this time, interlace the hands, but press those palms forward. And you might feel that opening across the back. Bring the chin to the chest if you want, and feel it at the back of the neck with that C7 and T1 meet. Breathe in and out. And now exhale to flip those palms back towards the heart, back towards each other, bringing hands into prayer. And now bring those arms in front of the body, separate the hands, bring that right arm to the outside of that left knee, and then open up into a twist. Twisted Utkatasana. Or awkward chair, breathing in and out. Nice job, guys. Exhale, bring the left hand to meet the right. Sweep the arms in front of the body. Breathe in. Now let's exhale to rise in round pose. And then bring those hands up into the heart. And pause. Let's close the eyes. And maybe bringing in that 3-part breath for a few rounds of our Dirgha Pranayama in our mountain pose. Breathing in and out. And let's inhale, bring the arms overhead. Yeah, exhale, arms out like a T. Grounding the right foot. And bring that left knee up in front of the hip. I'll step back so you can see. And then exhale, step it back into your lunge and bring the arms up overhead. Let's breathe in into our crescent lunge. Exhale, let the arms rest, the shoulders relax, breathe in. Now let's exhale to drive forward, bring that left knee in front of the hip, standing on that right foot, breathe in. And then exhale, step it back, crescent lunge. Inhale. Now exhale, come back into our knee in front of the hip, standing nice and tall, breathe in. And now exhale back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Now last time we'll rise up into our standing knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Let's exhale back to crescent lunge. And this time we'll bring the arms out like a T and twist towards the left. And maybe you bring that left wrist to the outside of that right knee and press the left hand into the left, arm into the knee and the arm right under the sky. Breathe in. Now let's exhale, bring that right hand to meet the left. Bring the arms back overhead so the heart and the shoulders face forward. Breathe in. And now exhale, bring the hands on the inside of that right foot onto the block or the floor. And we're going to open up to the left now. Maybe you lower that left foot down like a warrior 2 foot and bring the left arm to the sky. Opening up the heart the front of the body. Exhale. One more breath in. Our exhale draws that left arm to the sky, the right arm off the floor, and we'll bring the shoulders over the hips and come into Virabhadrasana 2. Let it go, guys. Exhale. Whew. Breathe in and out. Now let's inhale, straighten that front leg and bring the right arm overhead. And you reach that right arm behind us. The left arm down that back leg and the right arm up to sky. Yeah. Exhale. And then exhale back to Virabhadrasana 2. Bending that knee deeply as it's comfortable. Inhale. And now exhale, bring hands in front of the heart. Yes. Inhale to straighten that right leg. And now pivot the right foot towards the long edge. Soften those knees, nice gentle knees. And then tilt those sits bones back, the hips come forward, and we'll fold into a Prasarita Padottanasana. The palms to the earth, maybe, or wide-legged forward fold. Exhale and inhale. Breathing in. Exhale, sigh. Now bend those knees, gonna drop those sits bones, roll up into a standing shape. Feet are wide, hips stack underneath the shoulders. Yep. Hands in front of the heart, or out like a T. Maybe soften the gaze. See if we can bring the breath into a 3-part breath. And now let's exhale to just pivot those toes towards the front of the mat and step forward to the front. Meeting in our mountain pose, wiggle out the legs, grounding the feet. Bringing that awareness into our bodies, into this shape right now. Breathe in. And then exhale forward, fold Uttanasana. Now let's step it back to plank pose. Inhaling to get there. And then exhale to ground the feet and the hands. Once you do, breathe in. Now let's exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Oh, sigh. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, look up at the hands. And then we'll inhale to step that left foot forward, coming into the ball of that right foot. And then we'll rise up into our crescent lunge, Ashtachandasana. Really press into the ball of that right foot, and that's going to rebound those hip flexors. Inhale. Once you feel nice and stable, maybe find that 3-part breath and focus on the breath. Breathe in. And now let's exhale to bring that right knee in front of that right hip, standing nice and tall. Exhale. Inhale. And then we'll exhale to step that right foot back, rounding into crescent lunge. Breathe in and out. Exhale to step it forward, the knee in front of the hip. And then exhale back, crescent lunge. One more time, let's draw that right knee in front of the hip. Balancing. And then we'll step it back. Grounding the feet, grounding the ball of that right foot. And now we'll exhale. Hands in front of the chest. And then we'll inhale to extend those arms in front of the heart. And then bring that right hand on the outside of that left knee. And then turn the chest and open up into your twist. On an exhale, bring the left hand to close onto the right. Bring those hands in front of the shoulders. And then we'll exhale to bring the hands on the inside of that left foot. And that's when we can pivot that right heel down, the toes towards the right edge of the mat. We'll open up into our side angle pose. Think about opening the chest here. So maybe that means you kind of drop that right arm back, or bring the right hand to the hip with the low back. Bring your awareness inward. One more breath in. Let's exhale to bring the right hand down. And now from here, maybe straighten that left leg just enough. And we'll come into that Virabhadrasana 2. So however you come into that, from that shape, then the left foot or the left knee, we glance past that front left hand. Breathe in. And then we'll straighten that left leg, bring the right hand on the right leg, left arm can drape over the head and reach up to sky, and lengthen that left side body. And then we'll exhale back to Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's exhale to bring that right hand towards that right hip. Pivot that right foot towards the front of the mat. Bring the arms overhead. And then we'll exhale to fold over that left leg. And then come into your plank. Halakasana. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and out. And in. Let's exhale, look up with the hands. Step the left foot forward between the hands. So we've got the left foot in the front of the mat. And then we'll inhale to bring that right knee up in front of the hip. So coming right from our downward facing dog to the right hip up. And then we'll lower that right toe to the floor and open that right knee out to the side for a variation of tree pose. And if you want, exhale, straighten that leg out to the side. And then bring that toe back in. And inhale, lengthen out to the side. And then bring it back in. And kickstand the toe on the ground, guys. Exhale, bring the right knee in. And lower the foot. Wiggle out the knees. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale back, Halakasana. And we'll exhale down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and out. Let's inhale, step the right foot forward. And pause. Once you get that right foot stable, we're going to come into the left knee in front of the hip. So grab and drive into that right foot, coming into stand with that left knee in front of the hip. And any variation with those arms and hands. And now gently lower that toe to the earth. Let that toe kickstand, guys. And then we'll inhale to open that knee out to the side for our variation of tree. Exhale, you can straighten that leg. And draw it in. One more breath, wherever that kickstand is. And we'll bring that knee forward and then bring the foot to the floor. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Now let's exhale to downward facing dog, planting the hands, planting the feet. And now from here, bring the toe of that right foot to the floor, okay? So the right knee is kind of bent, but the toe is on the ground. And now, just like we did in tree, open that knee out to the side. So you spin on the toe. And then bring that right foot to the left shin. So I'm gonna come face this way. Yep. So the toe is on the ground, the right toe, spin it open, and then plant that foot on the left leg. You guys see that? So it's like a downward facing dog tree. Breathing in and out. Now exhale to bring that knee and that leg under the chest, and then plant the right foot onto the floor. And let's walk our hands back to the hands. So walking hands towards the feet. Bend the knees, let's rise up to stand. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, draw those arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Walk those hands forward into downward facing dog. Exhaling to get there. Grab the feet, plant the hands, and then bend that left knee just a little, and then kickstand that left toe on the floor. Yep. And then as you're ready, spin on that toe so that knee comes out to the side. Plant that left sole of the foot on the right shin, the right side, inside of the leg. For our tree pose and downward facing dog. The hip is open. Now exhale to bring that left foot on the side of the leg and knees kind of towards the chest, and then plant that left foot to the floor. Breathe in, downward facing dog. In your breath. Now let's exhale to walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Rise up, one vertebra at a time. And exhale to bring those hands in front of the heart. Pause here, grounding that left foot. Kickstand onto that right toe. And then open that knee out to the side for across that tree pose. Exhale, bring the knee forward and plant the foot. Now let's exhale to drop those sits bones back just a little. And then we're going to bring that right knee in front of the hip like we've been doing all class, but this time we're going to open that knee out to the side and bring that right ankle on top of that left thigh for our flying pigeon. And pause. And then if you want, bring those arms in front of the body and bring those palms over to one side. Maybe bring the back of that left hand towards the knee. Maybe you come into a twist. Let's give ourselves some time to get there. So if we need to kind of recalibrate and try again, yep, and find a wall. And we don't have to drop the sits bones. We can do it more standing. Bring the knee in front and do a standing flying pigeon. And just open up the hands to the side. It doesn't have to be onto the knee. There's still a twist, right? We've still got our hip open. So give ourselves some time. Any exploration in this shape. And as we're ready, let's come to straighten that left leg a little more. Bring the right knee in front of the body and then lower the foot to the earth. Inhale to bring arms overhead and we're lengthening through the front of the body. Maybe a side body twist with the arms out to the right and then to the left. And then inhale over the head. Let's exhale, purifying breath, cleans it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step it back to plank. Breathe in. Exhale. Now from here, let's just bring the side of the right foot to the floor, coming into our side plank. Maybe the left arm comes to sky. And if you want, maybe bring that left knee in front of the hip. Open that left knee to the sky. And that left foot maybe comes to that right shin. Here's a kind of a side tree, yeah? Slowly bring that knee to kind of clamshell forward, sitting the left leg long, bring the left hand to the floor, and then bring the knees to the ground, walk the arms forward to puppy pose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, look up at the hands. One breath in, and then we'll exhale back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Let's step our feet forward to meet the hands. And exhale when we get there in our forward fold. And bend the knees, inhale to rise up to mountain pose. And exhale, hands up in the heart. We'll come into our standing tree, bending that left knee, kickstanding the toe, and opening up the knee to the side, the left knee. Maybe see if we can find that 3-part breath. Exhale, bring the knee forward. And then from here, we can drive that left knee in front of that hip, bringing that knee up, and then opening up to bring that left ankle on top of that right thigh. For flying pigeon. And then from here, any variation of pigeon. Arms can come forward. The right hand can come to the outside of that left knee. Doesn't have to. One more breath in. And we'll exhale to straighten that right leg just a little. Bring the left knee forward and then plant that foot. Inhale, arms overhead. Yeah, exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, back to plank pose. Breathe in. And from here, we'll exhale to bring the side of that left foot to the floor. The right foot steps on the left. And then maybe you drive that right knee to the chest. And when you bring that right knee in, open the hip, that knee up to the sky, and plant that right foot onto the leg for a tree plank. You can also bring that right foot to the ground in front of that left leg. As you're ready, bring the knee down to square the hips. Bring the leg long, bring the right hand to the floor. And then from here, lower the knees, walk the arms forward for puppy pose. Exhale. Allow this breath to soften. Allow the palms to soften. Allow the heart to soften. Exhale to lower down the forearms if they're not there already. Let's inhale to slide the legs long, the knees to the floor, tops of the feet to the ground, dropping the hips, lifting the heart. For Sphinx, Shalamba Bhujangasana. Inhale and exhale. Now let's exhale to kind of turn, kind of lean onto that right hip, and then bring that left knee out to the side. So maybe we bring the left foot to the right leg for a reclined tree on the belly. And from here, you can press that left knee into the ground maybe and feel that rebound in the left hip. And then we'll exhale to send that left leg long, relaxing the leg. Let the breath go. Now on an exhale, bring that right knee out to the side. It might come off the mat, that right foot on that left leg. We're a prone tree here in our Sphinx. Now exhale, send that right leg long. Breathe in. Exhale, lower onto the high belly, the low ribs, press the hands under the shoulders. We're going to press it back. And we'll come into cat-cow in your own pace. Just moving that spine, rounding, compressing. You're only as old as your spine. I think I said. Now let's find that table. Walk the hands forward. And then let's inhale to bring that right knee towards that right wrist. Maybe sweep the left, or that right foot, sorry, out to the left. Bring that left leg long. Here's our pigeon guys, Asanas. You can have those forearms on blocks, maybe. There's so many variations, right? You can have the chest up nice and high. You can bring a block underneath the hip. If you bring a block under the hip, you might notice this shape a little bit more on the left side of the body or on a different part of that right leg. Now another variation of our pigeon. It's kind of aligned with what we did earlier, but instead of bringing the hands to the knee side of the body, we can bring that right hand towards that right foot. You can bring the hand to the foot and kind of reach that left arm to sky. You can even bring that left heel towards the glute and find that hand and the foot in your pigeon. So again, offer some time to explore. Let's exhale and unwind out of this pigeon. If you had the twist going on, hands to the floor. If you had a block underneath the hip, move that block forward. Bring the hands to the earth, lifting the heart. Let's slide that right leg back. And maybe we inhale to come into a little bird dog with that right leg long and that ankle behind us. Even bend that knee, bring it toe to the sky, drop the belly, then we'll exhale to round knee to the chest. And then back to the floor with that knee, sway the hips side to side. We're going to walk the hands forward. Let's inhale, draw that left knee towards the left wrist, left foot towards the right side of the body. And then come down into your expression of pigeon on the other side. Might be supported to have a 3-part breath here in Kapotasana. Those variations of pigeon, that left hand or left elbow on the sole of that left foot, opening up towards the side. There's that twist that we've been implementing throughout the day, guys. Exhale, you can bring that heel towards the glute, find the foot in the hand. As you're ready, kind of unravel, bringing the chest forward if it's not there already, bringing the chest high if it's not there already. Plant the hands. We'll exhale to curl the toes, that right foot under, draw the knee in, coming into that table, maybe swaying the hips side to side, that kind of windshield wiper the hips. And we can come into our bird dog with that left leg long, pointing the toes, rolling those ankles. Let's exhale to plant that left foot and find a downward facing dog, and last downward facing dog together today. Let's lower down the knee. Gently kind of log roll onto the back, lowering the thighs, the hip, the right side of the body. Roll the back. When you get to the back, those feet come to the floor. If you want, with the hips, slide a block underneath that sacrum. And walk the feet away from the block. You can even let those legs come long. It might feel really nice to just have the feet on the floor and that sacrum nice and supported. Those hips just a little higher than the shoulders. Maybe that 3-part breath. Coming into the space. And at any point when you're ready, come into your final resting pose of Shavasana. There's no rush to get there. Allow yourself to just be here in Shavasana. somewhere out on the horizon of a life dedicated to yoga practice is a moment of absolute freedom when you see that everything really is okay, no matter how bad it seems. An instant when you unify with the pulse of love as the eternal heartbeat of the universe, and an infinity of bliss where you dissolve into the presence of peace. Kino McGregor. As you're ready, gently begin to wiggle toes and fingers, maybe even the nose. The nose. You open and close the mouth, move the jaw. And then go ahead and make your way to seated without rush. Maybe you want to stay in Shavasana a little longer. Allowing ourselves to dissolve into peace today. Just like that snowflake dissolves as it hits the warm ground. Let's close together. We'll inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste, Bruce. Namaste, Jenny. Namaste, Dorothy. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kellen.
Welcome.